Hi, this is Richard Quek here. Welcome to another session of my Facebook Live. In today's session, I would like to talk about network marketing, and the topic is the success cycle in network marketing. Now, the success cycle is actually the basic of doing the network marketing business, and I'm sure most of you would have heard about it. But as I always say, repetition is the mother of learning. Okay, it is not what you know, but whether you apply it or not. That is more important. Okay, now there are 6-step process altogether in this cycle, which I'm going to go through with you one by one. Okay, number one, and the most important one, is your mindset. I believe that, in whatever you do, whether it is network marketing or anything outside there, you need to have the proper mindset. Without the proper mindset, most people struggle through life. Even though they have one of the best opportunity outside there, but without the proper mindset, most of the people are going to struggle through life. Okay, so mindset is so important. That's the first one. Now let's have a look at the mindset here. The first thing about mindset is that, what is your belief about network marketing? You have to have 100% belief in network marketing, because a lot of people outside there, they hear other people doing network marketing, they hear that it's good, they also try it out. Without a strong belief, you will never become successful. Because if you don't believe in it 100%, then your belief will be shaken when people tell you it's a scam, it doesn't work, and so on. So you have to have a strong belief about network marketing. That's the first thing about mindset. Okay. Number two is that, do you believe in the company that you represent? Alright, if you don't believe in the company you represent, then you should quit and look for another company. Alright, because you have to 100% believe in the company that you are representing. Okay. Number three, about the products again. Do you believe 100% in the products you are marketing or you are promoting? And the question I would like to ask you is that, are you using the product personally yourself, or you're using other product outside there? If you believe in it, your product, then you should be using it on a daily basis. Is that true? You must be the product of your product. That's what people always say. Alright? So do you believe in your product? That's the correct mindset as well. And what about the compensation plan? I know there are many compensation outside there, but do you believe in the compensation plan that is, created by a company for you? Do you believe in it? Well, if you believe in it, then why are you not doing it seriously? Why are you still not successful? Well, it boils down to belief, all right? If you really believe in the compensation plan, you get excited and you go out and do it seriously and talk to a lot of people, okay? And I think the most important thing here is, do you believe in yourself? Most people don't even believe in themselves. If you don't believe in yourself, who's going to believe in you? All right, so the most important thing, you got to believe in yourself. That is having the proper mindset. You must take control of your life. Okay, and don't leave it to chance, don't leave it to other people's opinion and so on. You got to be total control of the network marketing business you're in. So you got to believe in yourself, knowing that you can become successful. If other people can do it, why not you? Ask yourself, why not you? So it's very, very important. Okay, now the other thing is that in network marketing, it is a team effort. Remember, it's a team effort. You got to work together as a team, all right, together with your upline, your downline. You got to work together as a team. Because why? A lot of people don't have teamwork. They are good individually. They want to do everything on their own, and they refuse to cooperate or work together with their upline leader. And you will not be successful if you don't have teamwork. Alright, because network marketing is about teamwork. Alright, it is about teamwork. It is not about you individually. Alright, even in a football team, alright, you can be the best player there, but if you don't work together with the other players, you're going to lose the game. That's for sure. It is all about teamwork. Alright, so teamwork is very important. You have the right mindset that you need to be a part of the team and do whatever it takes to become successful, because the team also rely on you. Okay? And I think lastly I want to say is that, you must be focused on what you do, and you must be persistent as well. Alright, focus means, if you decide to do company A, then you stick to company A. A lot of people outside there, they start a company, and then after a few weeks or a few months, they are not successful. They change to another new company, and another new company. A rolling stone gather no moss. I'm sure you know that, right? So you got to be very focused on what you do. All right, especially in network marketing, there's so many companies coming out every single week. All right, if you want to be the number one, be the first person to sign up, then you got to sign up every single week in a new company. All right, so basically you got to be focused on what you do. Okay, it's important, focus. And persistence as well. Are you persistent or not? You got to be persistent because people become successful because they stick to it. You got to have the stickability attitude. All right, if you're not persistent, well, you keep on hopping and hopping and hopping, and at the end of the day, you lose your integrity and you lose your credibility. People don't believe in you anymore. I know of people like that. You know, every few months they will call me up and then they will tell me, oh, there's another company way better than the previous company. What do you think? All right, so the thing is that, you know, you need to have credibility. Okay, so important because you need to be persistent. So that's the first one, mindset. Mindset is very, very important. If you don't have the proper mindset, you're doomed for failure. Number two, okay, how to start. Now, the first thing that you need to do, you need to have a name list or a prospect list because you got to talk to people. All right, in order to talk to people, you got to have prospect. All right, and when we talk about prospect or name list, all right, I am going to tell you honestly, it is either 200 versus 2 billion. Which one would you prefer, 200 or 2 billion? A lot of people are still using the traditional way of what you call prospecting. All right, making a name list of 200 names, talk to people 3 feet in your proximity, make cold call and so on. I mean, I'm not saying that the old traditional way do not work, but it's very tough nowadays. Why don't you take advantage of social media like Facebook alone? That's why I say 200 if you make a name list, right? Social media like Facebook got 2.5 billion members. You will never run out of prospect. The only thing is that you must know how to do it properly, that's all. Okay, how to do it properly. Okay, now, the third thing is that, you know, you need to do prospecting. Okay, you created your name list and so on. Now you got to prospect people, you got to talk to people. All right, you got to invite people to get more information from you. Don't you think so? All right, you got the list already, you got the prospect, but you have to invite them. That is another thing that you have to do, step of the equation, whereby you got to invite these people to get more information from you. Okay, and don't forget, it is a sorting process. You are not trying to convince people. A lot of people try to convince people, please join me, please buy from me. No, you are not in a convincing business. In fact, you are in a sorting business. You want to sort out the right people. That's why, like Facebook, 2.5 billion, you got to sort out who are the good prospect that you're going to talk to. You're not going to waste your time, right? So basically, it's important to be able to sort people out. We are in the sorting business, not convincing business. Okay, you can convince people until the cows come home, and they are not going to be successful if they are not the right people. So you got to sort out the right people. That's important. Okay, so that's about prospecting. Once you do the prospecting, then come number 4. Stage number 4, that is the presentation. This is where you're going to show the people about your product and your company and so on. Okay, now of course, if you use the traditional way, the offline method, well, there's nothing wrong with that. You can still use the traditional method like one-to-one. Okay, you do presentation to them, with them, one-to-one, or in a small group, okay, between 2 to 5 people, or a big presentation like most people do in a hotel or in a center that they have. All right, so basically presentation is important because you need to show people about your product and your business. Okay, now, online, this is very important. All right, when you do online presentation, you're not going to talk aloud. What you're going to do is point them. That's all. You point them to where? Point them to your website. So that's why I advise you have a website, which is a squeeze page to get people to opt in. All right, give them a lead magnet, and when they opt in, you have a list. You can follow up with them later on. All right. Then the other thing is that, you know, you point them to a auto webinar. All right, whereby, I mean, if you want to do a webinar every single few days, you can, but it takes a lot of time. But why not do an auto webinar whereby, you know, you do it one time and then you let it run on its own. All right, I'm in the process of doing an auto webinar. Actually, I'm doing in the process of doing an auto webinar. And once I complete it, I will let you all know so that you can have a look at how it can be done. All right, and don't forget, it is about solving people's problem. Okay, you're going to talk to them about network marketing, how good your product is, how good the compensation plan is. I tell you, people are going to run away. Because don't forget, people who are in network marketing now, they have their own problem. All right, they have their own problem. You tell them about another company, you are telling them another problem, a set of another problem. But what are they looking for? How to solve their problem. They are looking about solving their problem. So you should be an expert in helping people to solve their problem. Okay? And one of the problems they have is how to generate leads. Okay? How to generate leads. That's why stand by. I'm going to tell you about my new webinar that I'm doing, which is how to generate 25 to 50 targeted leads for free every single day. Would you be interested? Okay, if you're interested, then let me know. Okay, I'm in the process of doing it, recording it and so on. But once it's ready, you know, I'm going to launch it. Okay, so basically, presentation is important. All right, and of course, the auto webinar is one thing which automate the whole thing. It saves you a lot of time. But you can also do a presentation over webinar platform. You can do over Zoom. Of course, Zoom is so popular today. You know, everybody is using Zoom, especially today, especially in most countries like Malaysia, we are on what you call MCO, limited movement, all right, controlled movement, and so on. And most people are at home, all right. And so, what's the best way to communicate with people? Using online, like Zoom. That's why Zoom is doing very well today, all right. But the thing is that, you got to be creative, okay? You have to be creative and use what you call technology and things that, are going to bring you forward, all right? You cannot be left behind, okay? And stage number 5 is the closing. You can do all the prospecting, all the presentation, but without a proper closing, you're not going to be successful either, all right? So closing is very important. Don't forget, don't take it for granted that, after your presentation, people will sign up with you, people will buy from you. No, you got to do proper closing as well, okay? Now, what is closing all about? It's about keeping in touch and building relationship with them. We cannot be pushy with them, all right? We cannot be pushy because you have to use attraction marketing. Remember, people love to buy, but they don't like to be sold, all right? So basically, you got to make them join with your own decision. That's it, okay? So basically, you cannot be pushy. Use attraction marketing. That means you become an expert by giving people value and helping people. And once people trust you, remember, people buy from people they know, they like, and trust. So you got to come to the final stage, that is trust. Once they trust you, well, they will join you, all right? When you talk about attraction marketing, all right, especially on Facebook or social media, you're not going to push to them. Okay, when you do it properly, people will look for you. They will message you and ask you, what are you doing? And they offer to join you. Because why? You are a leader. People are looking for leader. That's it. People are looking for leader. Because outside there are not many leaders. The truth is that in network marketing, 95% of the people fail. 95% fail. Alright, so basically you got to be outstanding. You got to be a leader to help people to solve their problem, not push them another problem. Okay? Now, in closing, okay, don't talk about benefits, don't talk about features. That is the traditional way of doing it now, all right? You got to close by, to be a closer, you got to talk about their pain. What is their desire like? What they are looking for? Talk about that, all right? Because that is emotional, all right? An example, if you talk about the pain and desire, talk about, probably they are fed up of their job, all right? They are all fed up with their dead-end job. So that could be a pain, all right? Then talk about it. Or they're already fed up of traveling, caught in the traffic jam every single day, stressed up and so on. That could be the pain as well. And what is the desire? To be able to spend time with the family at home, to have, financial freedom and time freedom. Well, talk about all those things. That's why I always say, when you talk about, when you do a presentation, talk about, the first thing you need to do is ask them, what do they really want? What do they really want? What are they looking for? It's important to understand them first. All right? Now, the sixth one is follow up. Now, this is so important, follow up. Remember, you can do all the rest, but if you don't have follow up, it's going to go to waste because people are not going to say yes to you instantly. Most people will say, I'll think about it and so on, right? Then you got to follow up with them. And you know what? Follow up must be done within 48 hours, my friend. Because after 48 hours, they probably forgot what they talked to you about. Are you with me? So you got to be able to follow up with them, all right, within 48 hours. How do you follow up with them? Well, it's not like the old strategy of follow, hey, come on, are you going to join me or not? You know, if you don't join me, I'm angry with you. I helped you before, I joined you before. No. Be professional about it, okay? Follow up is about providing information to them so that to help them to make a proper decision, okay? And follow-up can be information drip, all right? Like what we do, you know, we drip information to them about product, about business, you know. Every few days we drip information. Now you have a Telegram, you have WhatsApp, you know, you can create a group and then you can drip information to them. Keep them updated with what's happening. That is follow-up. All right, and also follow-up is that, you know, you have a website. Let's say you have a few websites, okay? One website is for products, one website is for business, and one website is for wide network marketing and so on. So basically, when they go there and they sign up, you know, they will receive follow-up messages automatically. You set it up one time, then it will go out automatically. That will be a follow-up as well, because follow-up is very important, but you cannot be calling them every single day, right? So you let the technology help you. Okay, so what I do is that, you know, I set up some squeeze pages whereby they go there, they sign up, they put their name and email address there, and every day, you know, they receive information about products, about business, about compensation plan, about whatever it is. You know, it automates the whole thing. That is what you want. All right, once you set it up, everybody in your team can use it. Okay, so you do information drip, send them to website, and also you can follow up with webinar as well and Zoom as well. All right, because remember, statistics show that people cannot make decision instantly. They need at least 6 or 7 follow-up before they can make up their mind. Understand? So basically, you got to follow up with people. The people who follow up are the people who are going to be truly successful. But a lot of people don't follow up. All right, they just talk to them one time, after that, bye-bye. All right, but if you want to be successful, follow-up is very important. All right, so I hope that you learned something here about the success cycle in network marketing. All right, let me summarize for you. There are 6 stages altogether. Number 1, mindset is critical, okay? Number 2, name list, prospect list. 200 versus 2 billion, all right? So you think for yourself. Number 3 is prospecting, how you prospect these people that you have the leads already, how do you prospect them? Number 4 is how you do the presentation, offline or online, and then how you do the closing and so on, all right? And lastly, your follow-up is very important, okay? So I hope that you learned something here, and if you like what you hear and see, please feel free to like, to share, and to comment, okay? I appreciate you for your time that you spend here with me, and you know, tomorrow is Sunday. I wish you a great weekend, all right? And I will see you again on Monday, all right? But just to remind you, from next month onwards, I'm only doing my Facebook Live twice a week, that's all. Not 6 times a week, all right? I think most of you won't have time to listen to me, or even for myself, I don't think I can spend a lot of time on doing this. I got so many things that I have to do as well, all right? But anyway, once again, have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday, all right, with another session of my Facebook Live. So this is Richard Quek from Malaysia, wishing you good night and goodbye.